Hello world, it's your boy DJ, and today I want to talk to you about how to find your pleasure-led pace for content creation. See, most of us are really just trying to figure out how we can put our ideas and energy and motion into the internet void. Yet, nobody really has defined what's consistent. Nobody really knows the ideal amount of time you're supposed to post per week to reach the maximum amount of engagement, to get everybody on board to hear your message. Otherwise, you get lost in the sea of content. What if, though, you really only had to just batch create once, maybe twice, and do a little bit of that, edit it, clip it, put it out, and that way your pace could match what you desire to engage with. For me, I like front end heavy workloads where I use a couple hours here, use a couple hours there, and then I sit back and I watch it do its thing. Think of it like pushing something down a hill, although there's a slight uphill to get there. So you do a little bit to kind of roll this thing up to the apex of the hill. And then with this breath of fresh air, you just boom, let it go. And it takes off. That's how I feel content creation should be. You got a couple of days of videos where you just hammer it home. You know exactly what you want to say, how you want to say it, and you just get it done. Then you spend a little bit of time if you choose to edit, because some people prefer to just have the not random, you just prefer to have the raw, unedited portion of you out there into the world. No shade, no shame either way. And then you can take that and you can choose to chop it down, or some people like to just go. Not my style. I like to attempt to have systems in place. So for me, I pick a day out of the week. I record several videos. I usually do it on the same day. I will create 3 to maybe 10 videos for that week, edit them on a different day, because you're in a different mode. When you get on camera, you're in your zone, you're doing your thing, right? You are putting your energy into the words that you're saying. And instead of having to switch tasks, because for me, that's what's draining on my end. You dip into one thing and you just go, and then you got to move to the next, and you go, and then, something else comes up and you are putting your energy. The thing is, when energy is transferred, a little bit is lost almost every time. So, what was once at a 90% energy rate now is at an 80% energy rate, now at a 70, and then you're switching back to the thing. To me, that's not sustainable. So I pick a day. Today's that day, clearly, right? Because I'm on video. I pick a day, I record, I get into it, I say what I gotta say. It comes from a certain energy, it comes from a certain place. And then you craft that thing on a different day, got the music in the background, kicking it, boom, 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 boom. Then the next day, it's scheduled. So 3 days of content. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a math that works for me. Other people are gonna have their own systems, and that's what I believe in. I don't think there's a right way to do anything. Right? You ever seen that meme, where 2 people are staring at a 6? The other one is just upside down, so to them it's a 9. So they have opposite perspectives. Neither one of them is technically wrong. They're also right. That's how I look at it. If you have a system in place where you are respecting your energy patterns, you are kind of preemptively get into a space where you don't have to necessarily worry about life kind of derailing all of your plans, because I feel like that is one of the things that is triggering for an entrepreneur. You do all these things, you get all these systems right, and then what happens? Somebody gets sick, you get in pain, technical difficulties, a hiccup, internet, power outage, whatever it is, and then all of a sudden, all this hard work that you did is going to the wayside, and now for the next 6 months, you playing catch up. I've seen a lot of entrepreneurs, coaches, and speakers kind of get to that place where, they're burning out because it's from one life crisis to the next. When you create from a pleasure-led pace, man, it's respecting your energy. It's tuning in to the things that you actually really enjoy doing, and then delegating the rest of that or doing the minimum viable. Because like I said, I really am all about minimal effort, maximum greatness, because that is what carries the torch forward, and it's your systems that are going to build that. So that's my pace. I pick about 3 days out of the week. I spend 2 to 3 hours a day, each day, doing what I need to do. And as I continue to do it, the system gets faster. I see where there's some bottlenecks. I see where I assist for the bots. I see where my editing process can pick up. I like some stock photos. I have a pile of those, and I just allow my creativity to explore, because at the end of the day, getting your message out is an art. Editing is an art. Scheduling is an art. And that's the beauty about, putting your own art into the world, that you get to do it how you see fit. And that's the pleasure-led part about it. That's the part that makes you you. And that's what I'm here to inspire, to encourage, because I don't want to continue to just jump on my feed and seeing a bunch of coaches, entrepreneurs, and speakers saying the same thing over and over again, because they all following the same buzzwords and the same patterns. So do you do it great? That idea that sparked in your mind, we all want to hear it. So set the world ablaze, man. And as always, I'll see you soon.